And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Amazing times. We are in amazing times right now. I'm telling you what. Those people that all you care about is price. And if I don't invest today and get rich tomorrow, I'm done. See, these are the people that only can watch my show for 15 minutes. And that's fine. I appreciate you watching it for 15. But see, what I do is I invest in my future. I've invested the past 6 years into this every fucking day. I have patterns. I live a life where I have patterns of doing things and investing in myself. I run on a schedule. I'm up at like 5:15 every day. I do these things like it's a repetition and it's habit. I've been working out for 41 years, 6 days a week for about 41 years, around 2 hours a day. And there's other things that I do. The cold plunge, that's massive. I try to do that 7 days a week. If I'm not sick or whatever, I'm doing that shit. So I'm in 33-degree water, 33.4 degrees for 9 minutes, 7 days a week. These are things that I do to better myself. Now I create a program, and I have been for 6 years, to help you better yourself. I got people that pay me the $500 for 3 months. Some of these guys got millions of dollars in crypto, and some people show up with nothing. And they say, Crypto Hulk, I'm going to get a loan for $3,000. See, I can help you if you got $3,000 to buy crypto or something like that, better than probably you could figure out yourself. There's some people out there that are way smarter than me. I'm not talking about smart. I have a pretty good amount of experience of researching and coming up with this information. I could help you figure out what your next moves can be. Me and you can work together. Now is the time. If you've ever thought about getting into crypto, but Crypto Hulk's going to take me so long. No, if you're calling me a couple times a week, we can figure this stuff out real quick. Because once this thing takes off, that little $3,000 you got or that $2,000 to invest, that ain't going to do shit. I'm not making funny. I'm just saying, when this thing takes off, see, right now, these prices have never been cheaper. Now is the time to hook up with Crypto Hulk, get a loan. Crypto Hulk, what do we got to do? Because if I don't predict, I'll let the shiny white teeth guy do the fake predictions. If we get crypto laws and regulations next week or within the next 10 days, do you think these crypto prices are going to stay cheap? Like right now, they're insanely cheap. No, they're not. They're going to go way up. And guess what? You just missed out. You got some time right now, if you join, that we can get you into a position to where you take advantage. There's a lot of ways to make a lot of good money here. If you've been watching my show for a long time, now is that time. These crypto laws. Now, I don't know if they pass. If they don't pass, there might be some kind of a black swan event. There has to be a reason to switch over to crypto. The old system has to get destroyed. Whatever system you're on, whatever old system you're on, if you're not up to what I'm talking about, you're going to get financially destroyed. Or other people are going to blow right past you. You know that brokey guy at work? Well, he watches Crypto Hulk show, and he's calling me a couple times a week, and we got it all figured out. And that brokey guy is going to be richer than you. You have to invest in your future. Now is the time. A year ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago, now they're getting everything set up. I'm going to show you today, JP Morgan, the world's most systemically important bank. JP Morgan's telling us it's all ready. If you can't, look, you've been watching dumb fucking retards for so many years on YouTube, coming up with their price predictions and all that dumb shit, okay? And you get wrecked after trade after trade. We were trading last year. The people that know what they're doing, hey, some people just don't know what they're doing when they trade. So I can't. But these people last year, they loved it. We had a blast. We made a lot of money, okay? And we're going to make even tons. Whatever we made in 2025, nothing. It was nothing at all compared to what we're going to make. These people that consult with me, some of them are, these people, I'm not going to get into, I don't want to describe who they are, or I'm not giving out names or nothing, but it's just like, I'm not even going to tell you the positions that they have. I'm not going to give you the positions. These are some people that I talk to are in pretty good, solid positions in the government. But I'm not saying nothing about nothing, because that could tip off who they are, and I'm not going to. So some of these people are in charge of some things, and I'm like, they're talking to me. But yeah, see, because I'm a subject matter expert in what I know. I don't know everything. In what I do know, I'm an expert. I truly am. I don't know everything about, I know about this much about crypto, because the crypto space is just massive. I would need 15 or 20 guys like me working, and all of us could understand this whole fucking crypto space. Maybe, because there's so much shit we can't see. There's shit you cannot see, I cannot see. Eric Goldsmith. And that's how I think I'll start the show off. IBEW Dan. Then you got Chini Lee. Showed up. Antonio Perez. Hoops Havens here. TJ Smith. We have a nice, small little group of people. One of the benefits of having the $10 a month club is if not a lot of people are in the room, we've got 45 people. There you go. Crypto Hulk, I have a question. That's how we do it. Now, certain things I can't break down, because I'm trying to get you as a $500 member for 3 months. I truly am. It used to be $500 a month. Now that I saw this crypto law shit, I'm like, let me get as many people as I can. Let me drop this thing to $500 for 3 months. Because if they come out with these crypto laws, there are a lot of people now. Okay, let me tell you something. I was talking to somebody, I'm not going to mention who, because they told me this in confidence. Well, not really. They didn't tell me I couldn't tell anybody. I was talking to somebody who is involved in the financial world and who knows a lot of whales. And the whales told them on the down low, we've hit the bottom. Get ready. So that person told me, hey, so I had to pull a trigger yesterday. And if you're a $500 member, I already sent you out the text last night. I pulled the trigger pretty hard on some. I'm not saying what, but I pulled the fucking trigger like, whoo-wee. Like 4 months worth of crypto allowance. 4 months worth of crypto allowance on one crypto. Oh, man. Pshow. Pulled the trigger. Because, yeah. So, y'all know what it is now. $500 people, you already know. When I do some shit like that, I feel like something's coming. And I've been saving for like 4 months. Pretty much 4 months. Yeah, at least. I took 4 months worth of investment money and dumped it into one crypto. $500 people, you guys know which one that is. You don't have to invest in it, but I already explained to you kind of why I did it. So if you're a $500 person, you pretty much know what I'm doing exactly. If I make a move, I'm going to let you know. If I saw an opportunity and I just had to take it, let me check something real quick here. Yeah. I'm going to get into this show right now. Everybody, we are at a great time. This whole price thing will happen when it does. What we want to do, like, I'm in a position right now. Last night, I got into a position. I started looking around at the news and what's going on. This Goldman Sachs article, JP Morgan, I'm going to read here in just a minute. Here's why I pulled the trigger last night. I took 4 months worth of crypto investing and just dumped it into one fucking crypto. Because I see the incredible gains, and I don't know if this will be a permanent. I know this sucker is going to 25x, and it could even do way more. I know it's going to do way more than that, but I know this sucker's got to at least 25x. So I'm like, oh shit. So that's why I did it. It's an awesome crypto. I'm not telling you the connections that it has. And I'm like, you know what? I like this one. And I feel we're already at a bottom, because what I want to do is get some crypto when it's at the bottom. It's like a spring that's compressed and it's ready to boink. I'm ready to boink. All right. And whether that happens next week, next month, next year, I have no idea. I'm not even concerned. Like, price is not even, I don't even care. The only thing I care about the price is that it was super fucking cheap. That's why I got it. Because I'm trying to 25x this thing. Oh, shit. Maybe in 50x. I could see it 50xing. Kima. I got Kima. Okay, Stuart Lavelle's here. That means I get to start the show. 1970 legend is here. Anthony Pascal. James Green. Good to see you again. All these $500 people. Larry Brotherton. Let's go ahead and start this. My name is Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about shit. Hey, what? You know what I do know? Heavy, hardcore street drug use. Heroin, cocaine, opium, LSD, Demerol, snorting, breathing paint fumes, heavy paint fumes from spray paint. And I take these drugs 24/7. I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, every show that I make, I'm so high. Any person I've ever called, texted, every show I've made for the past 6 years, super fucking high. Okay. I don't even know what I'm saying in any of these programs. Don't even follow any of my programs. My goal is to get you financially destroyed. That's what I'm here for. To make wild, outlandish price predictions so that you get fucking wrecked. I want to have headlines. XRP at $100,000. Remember that one? I think one day it will be 100,000. I don't know if I'll be alive, but one day it'll hit 100,000. The Clarity Act. Here we go. J. Pizzle Morgan. We've got the biggest bank in the entire world. Crypto Hulk, let it rip. The title is The Clarity Act Breakthrough. Why JP Morgan? See, I don't need to listen to all this news. I don't need to listen to anybody. When JP Morgan starts talking, whoop, that's how I work, okay? Why JP Morgan says the United States crypto rule book is close to completion. Analysts at the bank say negotiations for the Clarity Act are reaching a final breakthrough. Everybody, I'm telling you what, get ready for a breakthrough. As lawmakers they are resolving long-standing disputes over stablecoin rewards and agency oversight. Oh my God. Lawmakers and regulators in Washington are nearing agreement. Everybody, I'm telling you what, it's about to get hot in her. Lawmakers and regulators in Washington are nearing agreement on the long-debated Clarities Act. It's about fucking time. With only a few unresolved issues remaining, according to a J.P. Morgan report. Oh boy, get ready. It's party time. The bill would define how digital assets, including stable coins and DeFi, are regulated and how oversight is divided between the SEC and the CFTC. While key questions remain over stablecoin rewards and DeFi oversight, bipartisan compromise. Oh my God, thank you. There is a God, and I'm not born from a monkey. Bipartisan compromise appears to be emerging through election year timing, could still delay passage and reshape legislative priorities. That means it could get delayed or it could get bumped forward, everybody, and fast-tracked. We don't know. I don't care. They're talking about it right now like this thing might be done. And whenever that time is, I don't know, January of next year, I have no fucking idea. But I never seen them talking like this before. Momentum is building in Washington for the long-awaited Clarities Act with J.P. Morgan. See, look, ain't nothing happening until you got J.P. Morgan doing this. Remember, Goldman Sachs, Jamie Dimon doing that, okay? Let me tell you what. This shit doesn't take off until the motherfuckers running the planet give it the thumbs up. It's not because you invested in, well, I've been investing in crypto for 5 years, man. This shit's ridiculous. No, who the fuck are you? Just stop for a minute. Look around the whole entire fucking universe. Who the fuck are you? Nobody. Okay? Who am I? Nobody. Do you think anything you fucking have to say or whatever has any effect on the whole scheme of things with these rich cats? No, you don't even fucking exist. This is all according to their timing. But guess what? You got a guy named Crypto Hulk. He's very persistent, imaginative, creative, and he finds ways to get information no other channel has. I like that. Keep going, Crypto Hulk. I'm starting to feel confident here. So on this 6-year journey that I've had, I've uncovered all this amazing news nobody else can find, okay? So you know you're on the right channel. I don't know the timing of this. I'm not concerned. It happens when it fucking happens. How about that, okay? How about right now? Nothing has been as cheap. This is the cheapest shit has ever been. The amount of news that we have is so positive. The prices are so cheap for brand new people. This is a perfect setup. If you just came into crypto right now, you got one of the best shows in crypto, and you got cheap prices, and I can help you with phone calls to figure all this shit out if you're brand new. You think you're going to take a whole 6 months or a year to figure this shit? It's not. It's too late. You're done. It's too late. They're showing you right here in this news article. They're all talking about the Clarities Act. Brand new people. You need to get that loan and give me a call on the celly. Call me up on the celly and get this loan. I just talked to another guy. Some of you guys are younger. I talked to this one guy, tree climber guy. And he's got a good chunk of change. He makes a good amount per month, but it's like he's coming in right at the very end. And I'm concerned. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to get all the crypto that he needs. Because, yeah, and he's hooked up with Anderson. There was an issue with the person. He didn't talk to Tony. You've got to only talk to Tony. So anyhow, I've referred him to Colette Greer. if there's a problem with Anderson, I have Tony hired a certain person called Colette, and her job is to fix anything that might have went wrong. Let me continue the article here. JP Morgan. Oh gosh, here we go. JP Morgan said discussions among lawmakers and regulators suggest the legislation. Oh God. The legislation is close to completion, everybody. I'm just letting you know, you're at the tail end. You need to get your shit together right now. Get that loan quick, whatever you got to do. Call me up. We'll figure out how to spend it. I will take all my 6 years of doing this job and help you figure out how. So it depends. If you don't have much, and that's okay, we're going to do the cheat technique, okay? And I'll explain what all these things are. I will try to help you as much as I can to figure out if you're just coming in right now, it's kind of rough. Hey, it's good and it's bad. It's good because you got my channel, which is a phenomenal channel. It really is. And look, if we call and I'm discussing things with you, I don't carry on like I do on the show. It's like, it's a business crypto Hulk. When we do a phone call, it's calm. We think about shit and it's logical. And when I'm on the show, so if you're someone that says, well, I don't know if I can handle this guy, dude, it's when we make phone calls, when I make phone calls, it's pretty different. But the show, excuse me, the show is more for entertainment and, whatever. Let's continue. JP Morgan said discussions among lawmakers and regulators suggest the legislation is close to completion. Oh my God, you guys, I'm telling you what, it's coming. With only a small number of issues still unresolved. So they're still working on this thing. And it may not pass. That's why I'm not having a party right here. It happens when it happens. Hey, this is great to hear. I'm happy about it and this and that, but I'm not holding my breath. I've been holding my breath for 6 years now. The clarity, wait. One senior policy official noted that the list of contentious issues has narrowed from roughly 12 down to just 2 to 3. That's where we're at, everybody. The Democrats had 12 reasons why this is not going to pass, and we've beat them down to just 2 to 3. While debate around stablecoin rewards is now in a good place. The Clarities Act is designed to define how digital assets are regulated in the United States, including how oversight is divided between the SEC and the CFTC. It also addresses how stablecoins and DeFi platforms should be treated under existing. See, Gary Gensler wasn't doing any of this. Oh my God, it was such a fake trial. All these dumbass people watching the Digital Dildo Brothers and having Jeremy Hogan and John Deaton on their show. And tell us about the trial, Jeremy. Come on in. I'm just like, wow, really? How fucking embarrassing. That whole 4 years of Gary Gensler and Joe Biden were so fake. And all these channels were trying to suck so much fucking dick to get these two dipshit lawyers on their program. I'm like, wow, do you really need a lawyer to help you interpret this Ripple trial? I'll interpret it for you. Think of a 5-gallon bucket full of shit. That's the Ripple trial. I don't need a lawyer to tell me this shit. We already know what Ripple is. We already know what XRP is. I told you that in 2015. That settlement agreement, it's already figured out. This whole fucking thing was a show, and you fell for it watching dumb shit YouTube influencers. A Senate staffer familiar with the process said the draft legislation is very close, with remaining questions around areas like DeFi oversight and token classification, potentially resolved in the near term. One of the most closely watched debates centers on whether stablecoin issuers should be allowed to offer yield-like rewards to others. The issue has drawn pushback from banks, which argue such features could replicate deposit taking without the same regulatory safeguards. So, still, the path forward is not without risk. The final legislative text has yet to be released, and no formal vote has been scheduled. Timing is also a factor, with some policy experts warning that delays could push the bill into a more uncertain political environment. Now, what this means, if they don't get this bill, Clarities Act, done quickly, we're going to have midterm elections. You're going to have more communist Democrats maybe taking control over the House and the Senate. Then we're back to Joe Biden, Gary Gensler shit again for another 4 or 5 years or whatever, okay? While the rest of the world gets hooked up with crypto, that's what we're looking at. So tell your Democrat friends, hey, get your shit together and let's get this thing going. So I can't tell you what I can't tell you what's going to happen. All I can tell you is that we're prepared. On Crypto Hulk Show, I'm having everybody who's a member be prepared. We'll go over a little plan. We'll get each person in a certain position to be prepared for what's to come, because we don't predict dumb shit on this program. All right. Let me look here for comments. Got to run. 1970 legend. He's got a doctor's appointment in Columbus. Time to hit the interstate. All right. 1970. We'll see a snafu. I saw you on my phone. I'll check the message later. The legend, 1970. Okay. Now, since we were just talking about a bank called J. Pizzle Morgan, let's see what the banks are doing with crypto, everybody. Look, they're all getting set up, okay? They know these crypto laws are coming in. They're all getting set up. Everything since January of this year, January, February, March, April, all you have seen is banks getting into crypto and crypto trying to become banks, haven't you? Why would they do that if we're not going to have crypto laws? We are going to have crypto laws. We just don't know when. That's why we have to be prepared. Here's the next article right here. Now this is payments, PYMNTS. What is payments, Crypto Hulk? This is a website for crypto news, payment news, mainly payment news that utilizes crypto. Look at the title of this. Banks bet big. Now, payments is probably one of the most reputable internet news sources that I have. Payments has interviews with real world, like Bank of America executives, Visa vice presidents and shit. Payments gets all the top people and they sit and talk with them and explain the payments world. So this is not a hype website. Let's read it. Banks bet big on tokenized deposits to power what? Real-time treasury. These banks are all moving into having crypto treasuries, everybody. They're telling you right here on this website. This is a business website. It's not some crypto potato website. There's a website called Crypto Potato, and they do all the scammy, whatever, weirdo shit on there. I shouldn't say scammy. It's not. The C in CFO might as well have stood for constraints for much of the finance function's history. Nowhere has that been more true than in corporate treasury, where timing windows and workflow limitations have long dictated how finance leaders allocate capital. Payment cutoff times, fragmented banking relationships, delayed settlement cycles have historically forced finance and treasury leaders to operate with incomplete information. What they're showing you is that in the past, this disconnected system of money and payments is a fucking disaster, okay? All that's going to change when they have crypto treasuries. That's what basically, we're not going to read this whole article, but that's basically what this thing is showing. Down here in the next paragraph, in a tokenized environment, that's crypto environment. In a tokenized environment, funds can be transferred instantly between accounts on a shared ledger. Everybody, you're seeing this right here. See, in the past, a company would send a payment, and then, at the end of the month, you got to know, like, whether in the past, it might take you days to send a payment, and then with crypto, it's instant. Bam. Like, when you send it, they got it. In the old system, you got to wait for them. You got to send it in the mail and shit. And then, it might be a week or 2 weeks later before somebody cashes a check. That's not going to work. This whole new system is instantly, okay? Shared ledgers, meaning they can see what you can see. That's how this is. This whole new system is changing right here. They are eliminating the delays associated with batch processing, clearinghouse, correspondent banks. This is all old school shit that takes forever. This whole crypto space is completely different, everybody. This article is showing you banks are switching over. Banks are switching over to crypto. They're talking about HSBC, BNY, Citibank, JP Morgan are experimenting with tokenized. They've already done it. They're not experimenting. The rise of tokenized deposits comes at a time when corporate treasuries are demanding real-time liquidity. Everybody, they're getting all set up for crypto. Are you in the right position? Because these banks are going to be they're all getting put into position, hooking up with the crypto rails. They're talking about shared ledgers. It's all happening right now. Brand new people, it's all going down. They're all getting set up. You're not rich tomorrow. Don't worry. That you're on the wrong show. If you're trying to get rich by next month, this is not the show for you. Go to some other channel that does foolishness like price prediction. I'm showing you how all this is being set up. Real-time treasury capabilities allow. So what we have is a business has something called a treasury, and you can have all kinds of money in this. It's like your own bank, and you can pay people in different ways. But in the past, it just took forever to send people. Hey, did you get the payment? No, I didn't. What? I just sent it to you yesterday. But no, everybody has a ledger. Everybody can look at the order book and see what's going on. Yes, I did send you that at 1 p.m. yesterday. I see it on the ledger. You fucked up. See, that's how this works now. Immediate payments, transparency, lightning fast, everything, tokenization, where you take real world assets and put them in a token form. Then you can move that around for value, all kinds of things. And these banks right here, this article is showing you right there, all this is taken off. Let me click out of that article, check some comments. Next, we're going to talk about the DTCC. Here's the article here I want to show you. And when you start hearing DTCC, you know about the Canton coin and the Rise coin. And R3, which is using XDC coin. Oh, shit. Deuce Keller. Hulk, I appreciate your work. Looking forward to talking with you. Kaylin Brown being set up. Jim's great. Let's fucking go, and he likes the meth toothpaste. That's what powers this channel, methamphetamine, I'm telling you. Let me write you in. You're coming in at a awesome time. Kind of wait. You're kind of waiting to the last minute, but better late than never, they say. And we will figure out how to get you where you need to go. All right. You're officially written in the Crypto Hulk member list. Let me give you my social media contacts. Instagram at the Crypto Hulk 2025. There's that. And then Twitter X. Twitter. Let me give you the exact link. There we go. X.com/CryptoHulk19. Make sure it's just like this. There are so many scammers out there. Like I said, Crypto Hulk is often imitated but never duplicated. Remember that one. That's a saying. That's a quote from Crypto Hulk. I've been saying that for years. There you go. Down the hole. Next article, DTCC. Now we got the DTCC and the CME group. They received regulatory approvals. Are you hearing me? Holler if you hear me. You've got the DTCC, brand new people. They only move about $3.7 quadrillion of value every year. That's not a big deal. Think of that as like market cap or whatever, right? Even though it's not market cap, I know. That's why I said think of it like. I didn't say it was, dumbass. The Treasury, the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, the DTCC, that moves $3.7 quadrillion of value a year. And the CME group have received approvals for an expanded cross-margining arrangement from the SEC and the CFTC. What do we got here? They're getting ready to run the whole damn world on crypto. That's what they're getting ready to do. I'm just showing you right here. The biggest of the big. Everybody, that's how they flip that switch. I'm showing you right here. The biggest of the, it doesn't get any bigger besides my ego. The DTCC, it doesn't get any bigger than that. There's nothing bigger than that. The derivatives trading going on in the world, 3.7. That's all the money in the whole entire world. Nothing is bigger than this news article right here. There's no Coinbase ain't bigger. JP Morgan ain't bigger. This is the biggest thing. And I'm showing you here, brand new people. It's all happening in front of your face. But why is the price so low? Because you're watching dumb shit channels talking about price prediction and you're getting your fucking ass cheeks clapped, okay? That's what happens. Has that guy ever called anything? No, he's calling $6 XRP, $1,000. Man, he calls anything just to get these brand new people. These brand new people are so fucking lost, and they find him, and he's dangling these little shiny objects which mean nothing. It's so embarrassing. Like an 80-year-old hooker. Okay. Clients can benefit from increased capital and margin efficiencies when clearing through in U.S. Treasury securities. Clients active in trading U.S. Treasuries and interest rate derivatives will be able to offset eligible positions across both clearinghouses and reduce margin requirements, freeing up capital. These are all the big people trading. I don't even deal with any of this here. Let's go into the deep dive and see what we can find out about this. So what we got here is DTCC with its Fixed Income Clearing Corporation, FICC subsidiary. So you have the DTCC and then the FICC, they work together. And a CME group, they expanded the United States Treasury cross-margining arrangement. This is not a crypto project. It is a traditional finance, post-trade infrastructure with significant fintech and blockchain real-world assets. So you've got the Canton coin mixed up with this, and Rise and XDC. The article announces the SEC and CFTC regulatory approvals they got issued. So they are in essence the world's biggest stock market, if you want to call it, the world's biggest crypto stock market, if you want to call it that, just got approval to expand. What happens? They get a little bit of permission, and then a little more permission, and then a little more. You see what's happening? And then a little more, then pretty soon they can run it all. That's what we're seeing right here. They've got more expanded permissions now. It says the CME Group expanded U.S. Treasury cross-margining arrangement. They're easing up and they're allowing it. They're letting it go, everybody. Before you know it, it's all going to be crypto. And the Democrats are going to have to vote on this. Right now, Trump's government, I like calling it that, Trump's government, and if you don't like it, you can get the fuck off the channel. Go watch Brokey Dick channel giving price predictions. But what we're seeing here is Trump's government is opening the doors for crypto to get all set up, and it's all going to start running on crypto, and then the Democrats will have no choice. They'll have to be, the whole government's running on crypto. Okay, hey, everybody, looks like we got to vote on the crypto then. Looks like we got to vote yes. That's what's how I predicted this. The $500 people already know. I predicted Trump is going to unleash crypto throughout the whole government. The Democrats are going to have no choice because it's already going to be running on crypto. They can't say, oh, let's block crypto. We'll be like, the whole government's already on crypto right now. What are you talking about? That's how he's doing this. It's just a matter of time. So the DTCC already in December 2025 got a no action letter from the SEC. What's happening is just what I predicted all the way back in February. This government is going to open up the crypto, and the Democrats will be voting it down. But there will come a time when they can't vote it down anymore because the whole fucking government's going to be using crypto. It'll be like, let's go back to using bicycles. And people are like, what? Let's go back to using the horse and the buggy, like the 1700s. That's what the Democrats want us to do. Forget about all the staking and all. Let's just go back to the horse and buggy and let the rest of the world have all the advanced shit. It's exactly what's happening. Let me look here. Now, who's all a part of all this? Up Canton Network. You got here DTCC and Digital Asset plus the Canton Network. They all joined up December 2025. Digital Asset Canton supplies privacy distributed ledger tech. Everybody, they're building. I'm showing you the cryptos, man. Oh shit. Canton Network is working with Rise. Here's this article. If you're brand new, I suggest you read these articles. Everything on Crypto Hulk Show is fact-based. There's your Rise. That shows you Rise and who the Canadian government hooks up with them. Here is the DTCC. If you look down below, you'll see it talks about R3 Corda. And here you have R3 Corda is utilizing the XDC crypto. So there's that crypto. Then Canton is used by the DT. There it is right there. The DTCC website. I just showed you 3 cryptos right now. The world's biggest stock exchange, derivatives exchange, whatever you want to call it. There's nothing bigger than this. They're running on Canton. So there's Canton. There's Rise. These are 3 cryptos right there. The world's biggest is running on these 3 right there. Fact-based channel. You got Euroclear mixed in with this, CME Group, all the top. Let me see. Okay, next. Let's look at the credit union cryptos. We're not going to talk about Bank Social today. We're going to be talking about Metal. The Metal token is going to be very instrumental in the credit union world. Metal, MTL. Now, there's a company called Valera. Valera works in the credit union world. And Valera maps out new connected solutions for credit union growth. Credit union service organizations called Valera has unveiled new solutions for intelligence and analytics and data movement and marketing engagement. What's happening now? What's happening now is the credit unions are starting to, you notice how the banks are getting all hooked up with crypto? Now it's the credit unions, okay? This is what's happening. They have the new Atmos Exchange is an application programming interface, API, integration, and connectivity platform. They now have a platform, all the credit unions in the world, well, United States, and developer portal that enables data movement across partners and systems. This is where the Bank Social will come in, but today the star of the show is the Metallicus network and that Proton network crypto XPR. So let's look here. You've got, let's go to CoinGecko. Boy, Juve. Here is Metal. So here's the crypto we're discussing. It's Metal. They have it at Caleb and Brown. You can buy it. Right there. There's Metal. And we're also going to discuss XPR. Well, the XPR network. It's got 0.002. Really cheap. Barato. I think that means cheap. It's barata or it's barato. I can't remember. I think it's barato. Last time I took a Spanish class was 1998. Only like 28 years ago. Not a big deal. I'm close. Barato or barata, some shit like that. All right. Let's get back to the article. So we've got this Valera article here talking about how they have a platform that all the credit unions will use. The Valera ecosystem is called the new Atmos Exchange, ATMOS. A second solution unveiled Wednesday is called Intelligence Point. It's an analytics and intelligence platform that is designed to provide a centralized alternative to legacy tools. They're showing you right here. Valera will begin a phased rollout of Intelligence Point in early 2027. The reason I think that's going to be 2027 is I think we're going to probably have crypto laws this year. So they're getting it ready to be rolling out in January, February of next year, because they already we got to have laws. Look, before all this shit can happen, we've got to have laws. So that's why I think they're rolling out this credit union stuff in 2027, the beginning of the year. Now let's look at the deep dive here. Valera is a major credit union service. It's integrated fintech and it's integrated fintech into Valera's system. They have something called an Atmos exchange. Then there's Intelligence Point, and then they have a marketing engagement platform. These are crypto that's rolling out right here for all the credit unions starting January of 2027. And the only way they can roll this shit out is if we got crypto laws that I say are coming in 2026. So it lists all the people involved, like the CEOs and shit. We'll skip past that. Valera is deeply oriented into fintech. They don't have any crypto tokens or anything like that. They have what's called the Digital Assets Lab. The goal includes faster, cheaper transactions, security, transparency. They'll have all of that with crypto. Metallicus, who's involved in this? Here we go. Star of the show today. Star of the show is Metallicus, the first partner for Digital Asset Lab. It was announced August of 2025. Valera is a strategic partner in Metallicus. Marshall Hayner is the guy that's the CEO from 2015. Now, look, Metallicus is a great crypto. They've got like 5 people from the Federal Reserve as an advisor for this company. This crypto is a good one, but it's at 30 cents. Now, just to talk about Bank Social, some of the top people from Metallicus quit and went to Bank Social, just to let you know, okay? But these are the top 2 cryptos for credit unions, Metallicus and Bank Social. Let me look here. CPO. Oh, Zelle. Zelle is now hooked up. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't remember Zelle being used in credit unions, but it is right now, okay? Or it will be starting very soon. That is massive right there. If credit unions are using Zelle, so are the real banks. That's a big deal. They're hooked up with FICO and these other Visa. Visa is a part of this. You know what that means? You got Ripple. So when you see Visa is linked into this, that's Ripple technology right there. I'm not showing all the evidence. I've done all that a million times. If you're a veteran, you know, if you're brand new, I'll show you another time. So you won't have like Ripple officially as a partner in this because you don't need it. Yeah, Visa that bought Ripple company, Visa spent like $1.5 billion for Ripple Tech. So that's what they're using here. Along with their other tech. It's not just one crypto. Remember, all good cryptos work together. If you got Metallicus, then you got the XPR token, you got the metal token, and maybe even XPR as well. See, I'm just cherry picking this thing, trying to find the minimal amount. It's ISO 20022. Metallicus has got a Federal Reserve license, so it's all good to go. LinkedIn, okay. Now, I asked Grok, where does Bank Social fit in here? Bank Social is a standalone fintech company and credit union service organization. So it's all in the same membership as what we just talked about. They're all kind of working together right here. What does Bank Social have? Ready, embeddable digital banking tools specifically for credit unions and community banks. Bank Social offers member-facing crypto, stocks, payments, and tokenized liquidity services without the financial institution holding custody. They take deposits or assuming extra risk. It operates as a third party. Bank Social is a money service business that doesn't hold deposits. Credit union banks don't have vaults and stuff. That's what they're trying to say. It's not a bank or a trust company. They emphasize self-custody. Your keys, your crypto. See, that's different, right? The credit unions, this is why I like credit unions. I'm not a member of one, not promoting any, except Bank Social, Metallicus. Is banks want to hold your stuff and not give you any interest. Credit unions want you to hold your crypto, okay? That's very different than banks. Where it fits in with Valera, where does Bank Social fit into all this? Bank Social is a member-facing application and payments layer. It's a payments layer. It's an application. It's an app layer. Bank Social allows apps and payments to happen in the credit union world. Now, Bank Social could integrate alongside Valera's back-end focused, okay, with Metallicus and these. Bank Social emphasizes education, pilot, stablecoin, tokenization, deposit infrastructure, core banking interoperability. Bank Social delivers the tools for self-custody, crypto stocks. They have something called Prospera platform. Bank Social has an investing type of platform called Prospera. They also have a real-time remittance platform called Remint, R-E-M-I-N-T, which is a stablecoin tokenized deposits. Now, Donald Burke is the Bank Social head of partnerships. He is a former chief operating officer at Metallicus. So one of the guys at Bank Social, all the way up near the top, came straight from Metallicus. What I see, and I think you guys do too, they're going to be integrated somehow, working together. They may not be like partners, but I think Metallicus with the MTL, the Proton Network with the HBAR token, and Bank Social with the BSL, I think they all work together in the credit union to get shit done, okay? They don't have to be partners, but they can utilize each other's services in some way. These companies that I just talked about, this creates a natural ecosystem for synergy. Synergy for credit unions exploring digital assets. Bank Social could serve as a vendor in Valera's FinTech engagement program, or as a complementary solution for credit unions in the Innovation Alliance. It positions credit unions to compete directly with retail fintechs, while the DAL provides the institutional grade distributed ledger technology rails. Now, at Bank Social, they have an advisor, okay? Who is helping Bank Social? The guy's name's Brian Scott. He is the ex-Valera executive vice president. So, again, you got this Valera company now advising Bank Social. Now, they don't have an official partnership, but I want you to see how they're this close apart to maybe one day having one, okay? You have Jack Antonini. He's the president of Bank. He's a president of ex-USAA Bank. You have Mance Harmon. Mance Harmon, listen to this, who works at Bank Social. He's the Hash Graph chairman. He's the Hedera, which is the Hedera Hashgraph HBAR crypto co-founder. That's who's working. You have a guy named Gervis Grigg. He used to work at Chainalysis as the chief technology officer, and he's also ex-FBI assistant director working at Bank Social. There you go. Sounds pretty good to me. So there you have it. Let me check the comments real quick, and I think we're done. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait, we got another one in here? I think I missed. Oh, wait, there's YSN. What is Chucky doing? He's standing there holding a knife looking at me. I had to lock up the methamphetamine cabinet, so he's kind of mad right now. Senor Rojo, I'm blessed to kick off my birthday morning with my Hulk family, Chucky, Zoltar, and Maxine. Hulk, Aries' brother. So it's Senor Rojo's birthday.
It's showtime. I'll be back. I always come back.
There you go. That's what he says. We're playing with a doll on the show. Absolutely brilliant, Crypto Hulk. Oh, we got another one. Sign me up, Hulk, the Tranquil Soul. All right. Since I already posted my social media address, I won't be doing it again. But just go back through the show and you'll see it in there, how to get a hold of me. I'll try to get a hold of you today. What I need to see is when you contact me, hi, Crypto Hulk. This is the Tranquil Soul from YouTube. On such and such date, I gave a donation. And here's a picture of my account, not the top chat, okay? And I'm going to have to get out of here. And I will try to put together a PM show. Friday night PM show. It depends. Depends on how many calls I get from $500 members and stuff. But I will work on a PM show. Other than that, I just want you to see the sign of the times, everybody. It's all getting put together. It's looking positive. It's time. It's definitely time to get your crypto right now. That's for certain. I don't know when this whole thing takes off, but it's better to buy your crypto now when it's cheap. Look, if these crypto laws pass, here's what I'm telling the $500 people. They're like, Crypto Hulk, should we wait for a black swan before we do this, that, or the other? And I'm like, do you have any of this particular crypto? Well, no, but I was hoping for it to get, I said, don't hope. If there's no black swan, let's say it never happens. It just goes straight to the moon, right? There's no rule that says a black swan has to happen. There's no rule. Do we expect it? Yeah. Is it law? No. Could crypto just go up? Yeah. Is there a chance crypto never dumps anymore? Of course, there could be a chance the crypto doesn't even go any lower than it is now. So I tell the $500 people, if you don't have it, buy it now. Like when I just dropped 4 months worth of crypto allowance on a crypto last night, I'm not trying to wait for that shit in the black swan. Because if we never have one, I fucking missed out. All right. So that's how I do it. If you already have enough of a certain crypto, then yeah, wait for the black swan. All right. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one.